Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca. Let's talk about makeup. Today I'm going to update you on my Turn and Burn project pan. This is a Pantastic Ladies Collab project that was created by the lovely Jessica Lee to help us get through our more easily completed or gimme products. I have been using this project to help me get through what I thought was a pretty decent sized collection of card samples and deluxe size samples at the beginning of the year. But I will go ahead and link Jessica's channel below along with the Pantastic Ladies Facebook group. So let's talk about the products that I have finished since my last update. And I do have a couple of things that are rolling through to next month. I know it's been a couple of months, but to be perfectly honest, I kind of lost track of this project a wee bit, okay? And some things fell by the wayside. We did, however, finish quite a bit. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is not a Sephora setting spray. This is the bottle that I have it in. I should have kept the original bottle, which was a Cover FX deluxe size sample of their setting spray. However, the sprayer on that bottle was atrocious. And so when I finished up the Sephora setting spray, I just poured the whole thing in here, and I have been using it from this bottle, which has a much nicer spray. And she's gone. She is all gone. I really enjoyed the Cover FX setting spray. I thought it did a phenomenal job. I really felt like it was up there with the Urban Decay All Nighter personally. That's more heavy duty of a setting spray that I really need in my everyday life, but for those days that I need my makeup to last for 10 plus hours, the Cover FX I think is a good one to look for. I do have a bottle of the Urban Decay All Nighter, so I don't think I'm going to run out and pick up the Cover FX setting spray. However, if I were to see it somewhere on sale, I definitely would pick one up because it is a good one. So in April, I drew 3 deluxe sized products. They're all skincare and I completed them all. The first one was this Glam Glow Super Mud Clearing Treatment. I used this on my face twice. However, it's pretty, I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit drying. And so I ended up using quite a bit of this on my body. I don't know. I don't love it. I don't think it's a necessary part of my routine. I do have some go-to spot treatments that I will reach for when I do break out, but would not purchase a full size. One that I really did like was the Sunday Riley Good Genes Lactic Acid Treatment. My skin responds really well to acids. I love lactic acid. I think it's one of those acids that has the least likelihood of causing skin irritation. Not that that's really something that I struggle with particularly. I kind of have elephant skin, to be honest. But if you have more sensitive skin, but you're wanting to try to get into acids, lactic acid might be a good one to start with. I really enjoyed this. I felt like the mornings after I used this, my skin just was brighter, softer, and had more overall clarity. However, given the fact that I can get a perfectly serviceable lactic acid serum from the Inky List or the Ordinary or multiple other skincare companies that are not going to charge me Sunday Riley prices, I don't think I would ever purchase a full size of this simply because of the cost. I don't think the Inky List or Ordinary formulations are quite as elevated as this one is. The experience of putting this on is definitely more comfortable and more, I don't know, I want to say just a more enjoyable experience maybe than putting on the Inky List lactic acid, which I have here on my shelf here, or the Ordinary. Those are just very basic products. I just don't know if I could justify the price difference just to have a product that feels a little bit nicer going on the skin. You know what I'm saying? So would not purchase a full size, but I did really enjoy it. The third deluxe size sample that I pulled was this Paula's Choice Peptide Booster with Amino Acid Complex. I actually enjoyed this. I don't know that I saw any really significant visible difference in my skin. Although, to be perfectly honest, there were just only a few uses in this tube, so I think I would have to use it for longer to really see any visible benefits, but I really did enjoy the experience of applying it, and I do feel like my skin just felt softer and more nourished after having used this the night before. So, did enjoy this, may consider a full size. I have a couple of foil samples here that I went through. One was the Agatha Paris Blanc Rose Cream. This is just a really lovely hydrating cream. It has a very gentle rose scent to it, which I don't mind at all, but I know that that's not everyone's favorite scent. I thought it was hydrating, but not too hydrating. This is something I could see myself using as a night cream during the summer. I don't know if it would be quite hydrating enough to serve as a night cream during the winter time, but I did enjoy the couple of uses that I got out of this. Of all of the products here, this is the one that I like the least. This is the First Aid Beauty Pores Be Gone Matte Primer with Fig Extract. This is a very silicone-y pore-filling primer. It's not the sort of primer that I usually go for. I don't feel like it was, I don't know. Yes, it was mattifying in the way that silicone is temporarily mattifying. Did it fill my pores? I don't really know. I don't really buy into pore-filling primers. I feel like I can see an immediate difference as soon as I put it on my skin, but as soon as I apply a base product over that, I don't know that it makes a huge difference. However, that wasn't my big beef with this. My big problem with this was that every time that I use this, there were a few uses in this, and I actually probably could squeeze out a little bit. Yeah, there's probably one more use in this little foil packet, but both times that I used this, I woke up the next morning with a new pimple. So I believe that this was breaking me out. That's something that has happened like 3 times in my entire life that I've broken out because of a product, and 2 out of those 3 times it was a First Aid Beauty product. So not only am I not going to finish this, I'm going to call this done, even though I could probably squeeze one more use out of this. I don't think I'm going to use any more First Aid Beauty products either, because I just don't need that in my life. I also finished this sample size of the Shiseido Synchro Skin Radiant Lifting Foundation. This was a very nice foundation. I really actually quite enjoyed this. And I used all 4 of the samples here. I got rid of the foils because they ended up so gross and nasty. I was going to show them to you anyway. But all 3 of these blisters I ended up using. I ended up using the darker one to mix into some foundations that are a little too light for me to use during the summertime. And yeah, it worked out really well. I thought this was a very nice foundation. I don't think it was quite right for my skin type in this particular season. I tend to get quite a bit oilier during the warmer months, and that's what I'm going through right now. And the Radiant Lifting Foundation just wasn't the right formulation for me at this time of year. It had great coverage. It was very flattering on the skin. I just got real shiny real fast, and it did not last as long as I wanted it to last on me. So those are the products that I completed. I do have 2 products that are going to be rolling through to the next month because I just didn't get to them. Actually, one of them, I actually misplaced this one. We'll talk about it. Okay, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. I have used roughly 4 of these little foil swatches, and I have 4.5 of these foil swatches. I still have to use the rest of them. This is easy, okay? The only reason that I haven't gotten through this is because it kind of fell down in the crack of my vanity and I forgot I had it. So I'm going to go ahead and roll this through to this next month, and I am sure that I will be able to get this finished within the next week or so. This is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Concealer that I pulled in April. Have not even opened this, and because it's been a couple of months and I haven't yet opened this, I think I'm going to set this aside the way I did the Rare Beauty, and I am going to go ahead and put it back in my collection, and we will tackle that another time. However, I do intend to finish the Charlotte Tilbury. I think I should be able to make myself finish this. This is just, it was a little ambitious because I've been working on a lot of base products, and so there's a lot of product here in this, and I think that's kind of what intimidated me a little bit and kept me from cracking these open. We're going to save this for another time. I will go ahead and finish this. The third thing that is going to be rolling through to next month, I don't have here to show you because it's going to be rolling through because I have lost it. I know it's around here somewhere, but it's this it was a perfume sample. It's this tiny little thing, and I can't seem to find it. It was the Layla Lou fragrance by Rosie Jane. And man, I was a little surprised at how much I enjoyed this perfume. It was really, really light and fresh. It has notes of jasmine, pear, and fresh cut grass, which I wasn't sure I was going to like, but I really, really liked it in the context of the pear and the jasmine. It just added this kind of green freshness to the whole scent that kept it from being too sweet. I really liked it. And so I fully, as soon as I find it, which I will, I fully intend to use the rest of that perfume. So these are the 2 products that are going to roll through. I'm gonna put this back in my collection, and then I'm gonna go ahead and finish the Charlotte Tilbury. And whenever I find that perfume, I will definitely be finishing that one as well. All right, so let's pull some new products. I usually start this off by randomly drawing a new perfume sample. However, I am down to 3 perfume samples here, actually 3.5, because one of these has already seen a fair bit of use, as you can tell. I am not going to randomize this. I'm gonna pick it myself simply because one of these things, this is Vanilla Woods by the Seven Virtues. And I know this just isn't the sort of scent that I gravitate toward in the summer months. I really do want something a little bit fresher, a little bit sweeter, a little bit lighter than Vanilla Woods. So I'm going to set Vanilla Woods aside for another time, probably when the weather starts to get a little bit colder and that scent in particular just feels a little bit more attractive to me. And instead, I'm going to roll in both of these samples. These are both Jo Malone. I really do enjoy Jo Malone scents. I find her scents to just be very, very interesting and pleasant and easy to wear. My only problem with Jo Malone scents is that on me, they have no staying power, and the throw is almost non-existent. I seem to be the only person who can smell me wearing these perfumes, which makes me sad. However, I do enjoy it for like maybe 30 seconds after applying it on myself. I do enjoy it myself. So I'm going to go ahead and roll both of these in. This is the English Pear and Freesia cologne, which is just a lovely, lovely scent. And then this little half bottle here is the Nectarine Blossom and Honey cologne. And both of these are much more warm weather scents for me than the Vanilla Woods. So I'm going to go ahead and roll these in. For my deluxe sizes, normally I would randomize this as well, but I only have 3 left. I have 3 little items left in here, and so I'm just going to take them all and we're going to use all of them. One of them is my last remaining, I had quite a few of these Glam Glow samples, and this is my Glam Glow Bright Mud Dual Action Exfoliating Treatment. I've already gone through one of these this year in this project, and I learned that I don't like this on my face, but I really like it as a hand scrub. This is something that I'll put by my sink, and after washing my hands, I will scrub my hands with this and then apply a little bit of hand lotion. And I love how soft and pampered my hands feel. I would definitely not go out and pay Glam Glow prices for a hand scrub, but I do enjoy it for that purpose while I have it. So because I enjoy it that way much more than I enjoy it on my face, that's how I'm intending to use this up. Then I have this. This is the Ulla Henriksen Fat Glow Facial, the PHAs and Nordic Birch Sap. You know how I feel about acids. I'm really, really excited about this. I think I've used this once so far, and I really liked it. I felt like my skin just looked really soft and bright and even the morning after using this particular product, and I'm excited to use it again. Last, this is not actually deluxe size. This is my CeraVe Eye Repair Cream. So it's a little eye cream, and I think I have used about half of this. An eye cream is just not something I think to reach for, but I kind of feel like maybe I should. So because it's a smaller product and has some use on it already, I went ahead and chucked it in there with the rest of the deluxe size products, and those are going to be my 3 deluxe size products for the coming month. Next, we have my little bag of card samples, and there are so few compared to what we started with. These ones I am going to randomize. I'm going to go ahead and just blind pull, let's say 4 of these. I'm going to pull 4 of them. I'm not going to put this one back in just yet, simply because I'm tired of looking at it. I want to look at something else. So we're going to go ahead and pull 4 of these. And the first one, this is my Rare Beauty Blush and Glow. This was, I think I pulled it in February, and I spent a month not using it, or maybe it was 2 months not using it. And similarly to the Matte Velvet Concealer, I just ended up putting it back in my collection because I was tired of looking at it. But I'm going to go ahead and pull this back out and give this a try. I do have some other cheek products that I'm working on in other projects. However, I feel like I've made some really good progress on those cheek products. So I feel comfortable breaking this out. I've never used a Rare Beauty blush or a highlighter, so this will be interesting. Okay, 3 more. Come on. Okay, this is my Isle of Paradise Brilliantly Bright Body Polish. So it's just a little foil pack. That'll be fun. Next one, Celamax. This is a Celamax, which is a Korean brand. Is their Nani ampule. So it is an essence of some kind, superfood ampule. All right, sounds good. Ooh. This is the Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Foundation, which I think at this point, I think this is an old sample because I think that this foundation has been discontinued. I don't know how long this has been in my collection, but we might as well give it a try. Okay, and that makes 4 card samples. So I have a foundation, a body polish, some blushes and highlights, and a little skincare ampule. So those are what I'm going to be finishing in addition to my Charlotte Tilbury Radiant Skin Concealer, these 2 Jo Malone fragrances, and the Rosie Jane fragrance whenever I find that. Whenever I find that, I will finish that as well. I have a few other things here. So next month won't be my last Turn and Burn update, but the following month might be. And so that is everything. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.